When trying to be conscious of what you're putting into your food, it can become a little bit overwhelming. So whether it is trying to cook for a specific dietary requirement or just trying to be healthier, I'm going to show you how the Thermomix can be a handy tool to have in your kitchen. So today we're going to be cooking the Mushroom Brown Rice Risotto. That's from our diabetes collection, and I'll show you how easy it is in the Thermomix. So to get started, the first step is to soak your porcini mushrooms in some boiling water and your Dungara rice, which I've already done. So I'm actually going to skip ahead, which you can do on the Thermomix, which is pretty awesome. I'm going to go straight into step 3, which is telling me to pop some olive oil and some leek into the bowl. We've got 15 grams of olive oil. Because the Thermomix has a scale function, it makes it super easy to weigh into the bowl. No need for extra measuring spoons and cups. We've got 15 grams here. Next, we want to put our leek and our garlic. Now, I've just got the leek in little 2 to 3 centimetre pieces, and we're going to pop 270 grams of the leek and 2 cloves of garlic. All right, that's our first step. We're going to pop the lid on now and we're going to chop. So that was 2 seconds on speed 6. Let me show you what it's done in that 2 seconds. We've got it beautifully chopped. Now, if I was doing this by hand, it would take me a lot longer than 2 seconds because I'd have to have a chopping board with my knife to chop up not only the leek into tiny little pieces, but the garlic as well. Okay, our next step is we're going to just scrape that down. And simmering basket goes on top in place of the measuring cup, because we are now going to saute for 3 minutes on 120 degrees, speed 1. Again, this now leaves my hands free because the Thermomix is doing all the work, so I can now go ahead and prepare all the remainder of my ingredients, whereas normally, when you're doing it conventionally, you would still have to be standing there on top of the stove stirring consistently while sauteing. Okay, now that my leek and garlic have been sauteed, I'm going to pop in my mushrooms. So first off, I have 100 grams of oyster mushrooms and they've been thinly sliced. Pop those in. Oops. I have pre-measured these, but definitely pop your scale on, tear it, and then pop them in. 200 of the Swiss brown mushrooms, also thinly sliced. This time my scale is at 0. And again, without the measuring cup, we're going to saute it again for 3 minutes, 120 degrees on reverse, speed 1. So that's beautifully sauteed, our leek, garlic and our mushrooms, and we're ready for the next step. Next, we're going to add 200 grams of water, our couple of teaspoons of vegetable stock concentrate, which is absolutely awesome because you've made it yourself, you know exactly what's gone in there. A little bit of thyme, 2 sprigs, and our drained Dungara rice. Finally, we're going to pop our porcini mushrooms that we've been soaking in some boiling water, and we're going to put in that soaking liquid as well for added flavour. Give the rice a little bit of a stir just to make sure that you're breaking up that rice because we've been soaking it. And we're ready to cook. Simmering basket back on. And that's going to cook now for 50 minutes on 100 degrees, reverse because we don't want to chop up the rice or the mushrooms. It's the beauty of the Thermomix having both clockwise and anti-clockwise with the blades. And speed 1. So the best part is I now have my hands free for 50 minutes. I can do whatever I like. I can go and grab a glass of wine, go and read a book, put my feet up, basically whatever you want to do, rather than standing at a stovetop on top of a pot and a pan, stirring continuously, not to mention having to ladle in a cup of stock, consistently changing the temperature so that it doesn't catch on the bottom. And let's not forget about the washing up at the end with all of those pots and pans. With the Thermomix, I have my time back. Our Thermomix is finished cooking and stirring our risotto. Let's have a look. We're going to season it with a little bit of pepper, pop in some lemon juice and give it a stir. And that is now ready to be served up. And here we have our beautiful brown rice, healthy brown rice mushroom risotto. We are going to pop a little bit of cheese, pecorino cheese on top, and a tiny bit of thyme just to finish it off. And there you have it, a beautiful, healthy, delicious brown rice mushroom risotto that you haven't had to sweat away in the kitchen to make. The Thermomix has done all the hard work for you. For any more information about the Thermomix or recipes, jump onto our website. The link is in the description below.